everyone, and welcome to our YouTube channel, Moneyline with Nancy at TV. In case you're not a subscriber yet, please do subscribe. Just press the subscribe button as well as turn on the notification bell so that you can get notifications when we upload our videos. Don't also forget to subscribe and join, follow, like our other social media platforms. Of course, you're seeing it right about now. Don't also forget to share this video across your platforms. Enjoy the video. All right, so let's take a look at the promotion of value-added export. Femi Boyede is joining me right now. He is, I would say, a veteran, international certified trade expert. Welcome, Mr. Boyede. Good to see you.
Good
don't
to see you,
like
Nancy.
who they talk.
Thank you very much.
That we sat together.
Good morning, viewers.
Yes. Now, let's utilize the next few minutes to talk about value-added export. And I would start by asking you, are you seeing a change in that paradigm now, that we're looking at value-added exports beyond raw materials?
This is a refrain, more like a chorus to a hymn that has been on the lips of every administration since the introduction of the Structural Adjustment Program in 1986 and the decision of the then federal government to diversify the nation's economy away from crude oil. So from the data available, NBS, Central Bank of Nigeria, non-oil sector, I always like to define it, because when you say the non-oil sectors contributed, what I really would like is a further breakdown into what the contribution of non-oil exports is within the non-oil sectors. Tax, for example, is a non-oil sector.
Yeah. Like the president talked about that day and said, oh, that we've gotten so much money in trillions from non-oil.
Going through the years, there have been slow advancement, progress in the areas of export, and especially in the desire. I keep using the word desire and ambition of the governments with S now, to prioritize value-added exports. What I really would love to see is how much preparation we have made as a nation to ensure that value-added exports happens. So if you look at the figures, the revenue from non-oil exports, always you see number one contributor is probably cocoa, and then you see stuff like cashew nuts, leather, these are processed exports. Cocoa still has the major chunk of Nigeria's exports. Of course, with every reason to. So about 2 decades back, when I was export manager at Starmark Cocoa, you could fill a container with a cocoa butter for roughly 6-7 million naira. Today, a 22-ton metric ton, 20-foot container of cocoa butter probably goes very close to 1 billion naira. So if you now look at those kinds of figures, it's the same 22 metric tons, but from 6 million naira to about 800 million naira. So you will see that there have been progress. And so when we talk about value-added exports, I would love to see government ambition actually matched with specific, intentional, and deliberate development of an environment that supports value-added exports. What we are seeing is policy pronouncements that emphasize the desire that we must have value-added exports. Nancy, just a minute, I'll give you two. One, Raw Material Research and Development Council recently secured the Senate approval to enact a policy stating that no exports will take place unless it has 30%.
30% value addition.
About a month and a half back, we suddenly woke up to see a policy introduction that share nuts export is banned in the raw form with immediate effect.
Yes.
So those kinds of things, for me, they need to have a thorough examination in order for us to actually get to move from ambition, you understand.
So what you're saying right now, you're still saying is ambition. You're not saying there's a national single window happening somewhere. Are you saying, my question actually should now be around the trade infrastructure that we have. Do you think that we're seeing a trade infrastructure that supports like an immediate effect export strategy beyond paper bureaucracy, as it were?
Well, that question definitely answers itself. Because in terms of infrastructure...
Even with this government saying that it's focusing on trade, it's focusing on investment, it's focusing on industry.
Oh, no, don't take it away from this government. They are doing quite a lot, I can tell you. You just mentioned single window. The Nigeria Customs Service...
Bodogu
yes,
initiative.
All of those initiatives. NCS, Nigeria Customs Service, since Bashir took over, actually dedicated, I think there are 2 or 3 now, commands specifically to fast-track exports, to make it easier for export, to process exports out of Nigeria. So don't take that away from them. Ministry of Finance created the Nigeria Credit Guarantee Company to provide credit to SMEs, de-risk lending to exporters and what have you. Jumoke Oduwole and her team have taken Nigeria to become the export digital trade champion of Africa. Nigeria has recently won the right to host AITF in 2027.
Yes,
Nigeria is the first African nation to be awarded the hosting right for Investopedia, the Dubai global investment. So there is a lot that is going on. But when you talk about infrastructure, and like you just said, the infrastructure gap is just so large. In the case of the share nut ban that I'm talking about, has suddenly turned Nigeria into the world's #1 smuggler of share nut. Because people who already had export contracts, they
can't do it. I spoke with the chairman of the association.
I can tell you for free that now with 800,000 naira, one trailer load of share nut share nuts crosses Seme border into Benin Republic to be exported as product of Benin Republic. So when you look at it overall, it means that Nigeria is actually the net loser in policy incoherence, policy inconsistency, policy somersaults, and unpredictability. So it's, again, affecting investors' trust. Our trading partners can no longer depend on us, all of this because of inadequate stakeholder engagement.
Okay, finally, I know my director has said we need to go, but 30 seconds. If you were to advise President Tinubu now directly, what would be your single most urgent recommendation? In 30 seconds, please.
How can I say what I've been doing in 30 years in 30 seconds?
No, 30 seconds. Just say one bullet point.
Elevate non-oil exports to make Nigeria a non-oil export-driven economy. So if that is our focus, then we can craft a strategy that looks at sectoral prioritization, that looks at the impediments right now, and that churns out solutions. Make sure that there is a market access component, and most importantly, let us add export development to export promotion. We have a Nigerian Export Promotion Council. I have said it again and again. I think it will make more sense and give a clearer direction If, for example, that agency was renamed Nigeria Export Development and Promotion Council, then we are able to look at development, the four wheels of export development in putting Nigeria on that pedestal that it's supposed to be in the global market.
Mr. Boyede, I'll bring you back again because I want to challenge the change of name. What is, anyway, I don't want to elongate this show. We'll talk again sometime. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you,
You know, anytime you come here, it's like we're always...
Always a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much. All right, I've been speaking with Femi Boyede, who is a veteran, I must say, in international trade. He's the president of Koinonia Global Services Incorporated, Canada. That's the program today. Thank you all for watching. Please join us again tomorrow on this channel. I am Nancy Naji. Be the best you can be. I'm going to change that you want to see. Bye for now. Thank you for making it up to this minute watching the video. Thank you all. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Moneyline with Nancy TV. Like, follow all our other social media platforms where we keep you up to speed with fantastic interviews, as well as markets, personal finance, business, and economy information. This is the best place to be. I'll see you all again in the next video.